What is up, everyone? Welcome to the FAA podcast. Doubleheader tonight for Monday Night Football. We got the Lions, Bucks kicking off 5 minutes. Jimmy will be on shortly, but I'm going to roll through college football, which was a wild weekend. Starting off on Friday, the first upset of the weekend, Louisville over number 2 Miami. It was an excellent game for this Cardinals defense. And to be honest, once again, I mean, Mario Cristobal just does not get it done in the clutch here. It has not been good game management, I think. And of course, Carson Beck was horrendous in this game. 4 interceptions, just absolutely not seeing it anywhere. In the throes of the game here, and it just was not good for Miami as a whole here. Um, but when you look at the rest of the game, I mean, again, the Cardinals defensively were really good. Carson Beck here, 71.4%, 271, 4 picks, like I mentioned. You had Miller Moss, 62.2%, 248, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing score as well. Isaac Brown, 15 carries, 113, a fumble, 2 catches for 6 yards. Mark Fletcher, 8 carries for 18 yards. For the Canes, really paltry rushing night there. Not very much going on at all. Chris Bell and Malachi Toney, they rolled 100-yard performances on each side. Bell, 9 for 136, 2 scores for the Cardinals. Toney, 9 for 135. Also had 2 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown there. Defensively, I'm going to go with the top guy there. Miami defensive back Keontae Scott, 9 tackles, 8 solos, a sack, and 3 tackles for loss. Cardinals, Louisville, plus 10.5. They went outright under 49.5. And on Saturday, we had number 17, Vanderbilt, beating number 10, LSU, 31-24. Garrett Nussmeier struggled. The offense wasn't the greatest, but it lacked explosion besides one play. And that play was a big touchdown hitter to Xavier Thomas there. Caught 4 for 75 and a score, led the game in receiving. 67.9%, 225, 2 touchdowns there for Nussmeier. Diego Pavia, not a great passing day, but the running game for the Commodores was outstanding all day. You had 63.6%, 160 a touchdown, 17 carries, 86 yards, and a 2 rushing touchdowns there for Pavia and the Commodores here. Caden Durham led the game in rushing, or actually, I should say Pavia did lead the game in rushing there. Xavier Thomas, I mentioned his stats, leading receiver in this one for the Tigers. And defensively, LSU linebacker West Weeks, his brother Whit Weeks, not playing in this one, but he stepped up 6 tackles, 3 solos, a sack, 2 tackles for loss. Vandy was the favorite, minus 1.5, over 48.5 easily. Houston, big win in the Big 12, 31-28 over Arizona. Noah Fafita, I mean, he was almost perfect despite the loss here. 92.3%, 269, 2 touchdowns, 10 carries for 18 yards. Fafita was excellent in this one. Connor Wegman, I've really liked how he's been playing all year for the Cougars. 65.2% for Houston's quarterback. Just 164 yards though, 3 touchdowns, 14 carries, 98 yards, and a rushing touchdown as well. So 4 total for Wegman on the day. The Texas A&M transfer. Dean Connors has been spectacular for this Cougars offense this year. The Rice transfer, 20 carries, 100 yards, 3 catches for 38 yards. Houston wide receiver Amari Thomas, or Arizona, no, wide receiver Trey Spivey. Yeah, he led the game in receiving, 2 touches and 2 touchdowns, a 70-yard receiving touchdown on his only catch, and a 3-yard rushing touchdown on his only run. Defensively, I got to go with the bottom guy there. Houston defensive back Rook Brown, 9 tackles, 7 solos, 1.5 sacks, 3.5 tackles for loss. Houston plus 2.5. They win outright over 47.5. Another big one in the Big 12. TCU winning over Baylor in a game that featured 2 lengthy lightning delays. 42-36 for the Horned Frogs. Sawyer Robertson sub 50% completion, 48.1%, but he made it work. 318, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions, costly for the Baylor Bears QB there. Josh Hoover, this is why I really like TCU. Veteran, experienced quarterback, very solid, 71%, 231, 3 touchdowns, and a fumble. Big time rushing day for the UTSA transfer, Kavorian Barnes, 25 carries, 106, 2 touchdowns on his Horned Frogs team here. Late in the game in receiving, it was TCU wide receiver Jordan Dwyer up over 100, 7 for 111, and a touchdown. And defensively, I go with the guy that scored a touchdown. Baylor linebacker Keaton Thomas, 8 tackles, 4 solos, half a tackle for loss, and a 24-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Got to give it up to TCU's linebacker Caleb Elarms, or 16 total tackles for him on the night there. And Bucks Lions kicked off here. Lions getting the ball first. TCU minus 3.5 covered easily, over 67.5, 78 that game. A lot of points in this one as well. Number 4 Texas A&M 45-42 over Arkansas to stay undefeated. The Aggies, Marcel Reed, he was very solid, 71.9%, 283 touchdowns, also got 6 carries for 55 yards and a rushing score as well. He has been leading this Aggies team to a top 5 ranking and continues to play excellently so far. Taylon Green, on the other hand, for Arkansas, tough day, but productive nonetheless. 59.4%, 256, 3 touchdowns, 12 carries for 85 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 5 total scores for Taylon Green. He's an electric playmaker. It sucks that he's on a team that can't really stop anyone right now in the Arkansas defense. Mike Washington for Arkansas, he was up over 100, close to 150, 16 carries, 147, 3 catches for 16 yards. Arkansas wide receiver Omega Blake, he got a 100-yard performance in this one as well, 7 for 118 and a touchdown. Defensively, I'm going with A&M safety Dalton Brooks, 9 tackles, 7 solos, a sack, 2.5 tackles for loss. Big time gain for Jahmyr Gibbs here on a reception. Made two defenders miss. Had Amon-Ra St. Brown as a blocker out there in space and put on the brakes. Big time gain for Jahmyr Gibbs. Go Dogs, baby. Number 9, I should say Arkansas plus 8.5. They covered over 57.5 easily. 87 in that one. Go Dogs. The number 9, Georgia over number 5, Ole Miss, 43-35. Gunnar Stockton, I mean, this was his coming out party. He was spectacular, especially in the second half where I believe he ended up perfect or maybe just short of it. But 83.9%, 289, 4 touchdowns. He scored 5 total on the day with his 10 carries, 59 yards, rushing score as well. Stockton was absolutely on fire in the second half. The Georgia defense stood up in the fourth quarter, 17-0 outscoring the Rebels and starting to get pressure on Trinidad Chambliss as well. And they got the dub at home as they normally do. So great win for Georgia. The defense definitely needs to play better, but they continue to win here and still continue to look like they're a team capable of ending the season in Atlanta there, the SEC championship game once again. Trinidad Chambliss started off hot, white hot here, but cooled off, especially in the second half in the fourth quarter, 52.8%, 263, a touchdown, 9 carries, 42 yards, and 2 scores as well. Georgia didn't punt on the day, I believe. That looked like a hold, by the way, but looks like holding in the secondary. Bucks bailing out the Lions here on a 3rd and long, unfortunately for Tampa Bay. Georgia running back Nate Frazier, he led the game in rushing, 17 carries, 72 yards, 2 catches, 4 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Kewan Lacey, the Ole Miss running back, he had 2 touchdowns on the day. Otherwise, paltry 2.6 yards per carry there. Holding on the Bucks defensively. It's a tough look there after getting a couple good stops, getting the Lions to 3rd and long. Now 1st and 10 from the Tampa 30-yard line here. Need to stop, Bucks. Ole Miss wide receiver Dejon Stribling, he led the game in receiving, caught 3 for 96 and a touchdown. Really, most of it came on his, I believe it was 81-yard receiving touchdown there in the day. Defense, and how about Lawson Lucky for Georgia, tight end, massive day for him, caught 5 for 43 and 3 touchdowns. Not very good news for Tampa. That looked like it was Yaya Diaby, I believe, needing his ankle retaped on the sideline. I might have got that number wrong, but I think it was 0 Yaya Diaby, but I can't tell. Oh, nope, 0's out there. So I'm not sure who that was. And wow, what a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from Jared Goff. So there's that one. Defensively, I'm going with Ole Miss defense tackles, Xavier Harris. 6 tackles, 4 solos, a sack, 2 tackles, 4 loss. And I mean, that's just easy. It's just easy right there for for the Lions. Too easy for sure. So 7-0 Lions. Not looking good, Bucks. We need it. We need to step up here. Baker Mayfield, get it done. Georgia covered -7.5 by the hook. I know a lot of people were pissed about that one. That had Ole Miss plus 7.5, but yeah, Georgia covers by the hook over 56.5. That's not what I had. I thought the under. I thought both these defenses were going to stand up. The offenses came out white hot and did not disappoint. 78 points in that one. Arizona State, what an upset over number 7 Texas Tech. Sam Leavitt returned for the Sun Devils, and he played outstanding football. 26-22 over number 7 Texas Tech. 59.6%, 319, 1 touchdown. Not as accurate as you might want, but over 300 yards, pretty solid. Will Hammond, the freshman for Texas Tech, tough day for him, 59.5%, 167, 2 touchdowns, a pick, 15 carries, 47 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Raleek Brown, he led the game in rushing for the Sun Devils, 19 carries, 69 yards, touchdown, 4 catches for 15 yards. Big time day for ASU wide receiver Jordan Tyson, over 100 yards, caught 10 for 105 and a score. Jaron Hamilton, his freshman counterpart, also over 103 for 101. Defensively, big day for Texas Tech linebacker David Bailey, 5 tackles, 3 solos, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. That's why they got him from Stanford. And he has not disappointed so far. 10.5 sacks, I believe, this year so far. ASU plus 8.5. They went outright under 52.5. UAB, this was the shocker of the weekend. Congrats to interim head coach Alex Mortensen. His dad, Chris Mortensen, the late Chris Mortensen of ESPN. Very, very fine effort here for his son to go out and win in such difficult circumstances. Trent Dilfer fired last week. He was named the interim head coach. And he gets it done here, 31-24. Over number 22, Memphis. Ryder Burton, 74.1%, the sophomore quarterback, 251, 3 touchdowns and a pick. I'm not sure if Brendan Lewis got injured in this game. I didn't watch it, but that seems to be the case because Lewis looked statistically, I mean, he was on fire. 90%, 9 of 10 for 68 yards, 7 carries for 15 yards there. H.A. Hill came in for the Tigers, though, and was not very good. 52%, 175, a touchdown, and a pick. UAB running back Solomon Beebe, he went over 100 yards in this one, 5 for 106, 5 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. Caught 1 reception for 3 yards. Sutton Smith for Memphis, pretty good day for him in the loss. 5 carries, 26 yards, a 5-yard reception, and a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown as well. The Tigers running back had a great day here. Great return for the Bucks. Oh, going to be denied by a hold, it looks like. But great return. I think that was Tez Johnson. Maybe Cameron Johnson. I can't remember which guy wears 19 there. But, great return there for the Bucks, nullified by holding. So Baker Mayfield getting the ball down 7-0 here. Big day for UAB wide receiver Iverson Hooks, 11 for 172, 3 touchdowns. Massive performance in the upset. And defensively, I got to go with Memphis linebacker Sam Brumfield, 6 tackles, 3 of them solos, a half a sack, 2.5 tackles for loss, and a pick. UAB plus 23.5. They covered. They win outright under 59.5. 55. Number 18, Virginia, sneaking one out, 22-20 over Washington State by a safety. That was the last score of the game. Wildly enough, in the fourth quarter, UVA got a safety, and that is how this game ended, 22-20. Zevi Eckhouse, he was really good for Wazoo and has been. I mean, Washington State really should be 5-2. They had Ole Miss on the ropes, lost by 3. Had Virginia on the ropes, losing by 2 here. So 5-point total loss in their last 2 losses. Tough for Jake Dickert and company there. Baker Mayfield, what a scramble. Oh, my gosh. What are you doing, Bake? Falling down. 66.7%, 183, a touchdown, 2 picks, 10 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown on the ground for Eckhouse. Chandler Morris, pretty good day, 60%, 179, 4 carries for 15 yards. Jamari Taylor, he led the game in rushing for UVA, 17 carries, 47 yards, 2 catches for 13 yards. Washington State wide receiver Joshua Meredith, he went over 100, as did UVA wide receiver Jamal Edrine. Meredith 7 for 108 and the touchdown. Edrine 5 for 102 on the day. Defensively, I'm going to go with UVA defensive end Fisher K-Mac, 3 tackles, 2 solos, a sack, tackle for loss, pass defensed. And wow, Bucks getting stopped and 4th down here. Lions get a stop on the opening drive, 3 and out. Did not see that thing coming for Detroit defensively. We'll see how the rest of this game goes, but that is not a good signal if you're a Tampa fan for sure. The Washington State plus 16.5. They cover easily under 56.5. Number 21, Texas squeaker over Kentucky 16-13 in overtime. Gosh, Kentucky should have won this game. I mean, handily. I don't know what they were doing. Some of the play calls were questionable, and it is just wild. Like all the stats are in favor of Kentucky, and that's why I picked them outright to win in a bet, and that was my favorite dog of the weekend. Definitely on the spread, but overall as well. Arch Manning gets his first true road victory here in a middling performance, not even below average performance for Arch Manning. So yeah, Cutter Boley though, he was fantastic. I mean, again, I don't know how they lost. 79.5%, 258, a pick, 14 carries, 45 yards, and a rushing touchdown there. Kentucky had the ball, and they in a I think it was 4th and 1 or 4th and goal. They ran it 4 times in the middle of the defense. I it just baffles me that coaches do that. Like, you gotta get to the edge, you gotta throw the ball. I don't care, like, do something different. Like, it's not working, obviously. If it doesn't work twice, do something different, okay? It just makes too much sense to not do that again. Arch Manning, like I said, not great. I mean, 44.4%, 132. Like, that's not gonna get it done on the road against your really good SEC opponents. So Seth McGowan, he led the game in rushing, tied Cutter Boley for the lead, 14 carries, 45 yards, 7 catches for 68 yards. Texas couldn't run the ball. Contravian Wisner, just 3.1 yards per carry there. DeAndre Moore Jr. led the game in rushing. Actually, Seth McGowan, I should say, led the game in receiving there. The Kentucky running back, 68 yards on his 7 catches. Defensively, I mean, it's Texas. Trey Moore, Colin Simmons made life hell for Cutter Boley. Colin Simmons is my player of the game, though. 4 tackles, all of them solos. 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. Kentucky, I mean, covered plus 13.5 easily, under 45.5 easily, 29 in that game. Iowa, yeah, this is the last time we're gonna put Penn State on the picks, unfortunately, but I was inspired by Penn State. They looked pretty good. Ethan Grunkmeyer's first start. I mean, very difficult place to make your first start in Kinnick Stadium at night, let alone. But I was impressed with the redshirt freshman. He looked pretty poised. They protected him well by running the ball a lot, and they also got some help with a special teams touchdown. Just wasn't enough ultimately in the end. Defense just gave up too many points in the 25-24 loss here. And I mean, yeah, the Lions are doing absolutely whatever they want on offense in the pass game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 massive plays so far, and they've had a big time play, 3 long passing plays so far. And I mean, that's too easy. If you're the Bucks defensively, you need to figure that out. Jamel Dean's supposed to be your best corner, and that was really easy. Bucks on their heels. Lions at the Bucks 41 already. They can stop the run, that's for sure. Ethan Grunkmeyer, though, like I said, for Penn State, 53.6%, 93 yards, 2 picks that really did him in at the end of the day. Mark Gronowski, he was good. Passing game was not great at all. 62.5%, 68 yards a pick. But the rushing numbers, career high, 9 carries for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns there. Massive running day for Gronowski. Katron Allen, he was also very good on the ground. 28 carries, 145 yards, 2 scores, 3 catches for 7 yards there. big third down coming here for Tampa defensively at the 35-yard line, obviously in Jake Bates' range. Just short of 100 was Iowa's running back Kamari Moulton, 17 for 99, 2 catches for 10 yards there. Iowa wide receiver Caden Weegan, he led the game in receiving, just 2 catches for 21 yards, 3 carries, 7 yards, and a rushing touchdown as well. Defensively, I got to go with the guy that scored a touchdown, obviously. Penn State corner Elliott Washington, the second. Fumble. That is a fumble. Bucks get the ball. What a pass rush. Believe that was Yaya Diaby. Yes, it was. Great play for the Bucks defensively, getting that ball back. Strip sack of Jared Goff. Beautiful Yaya Diaby. That's excellent, excellent work there. Like I said, Elliott Washington's my defensive player of the game. Didn't have any tackles, but he had a pass defense and a 35-yard blocked field goal return for a touchdown. Penn State covered plus 3.5 over 41.5. Number 6, Alabama, 6 in a row now, 37-20 bludgeoning of number 11, Tennessee. Joey Aguilar threw it a lot, 44 times, 63.6%, 268, a touchdown, a pick. Ty Simpson, I mean, with a lot of the other top quarterbacks struggling, is Ty Simpson has to be your Heisman right now, right? Fernando Mendoza for Indiana, probably the top competition, but I think Ty Simpson really has it in the bag right now. Alabama's rolling. 65.5% for Simpson, 253, 2 touchdowns, did have the fumble. Ultimately didn't hurt him, though. Deshaun Bishop for Tennessee, he went over 100 rushing in this one, 14 carries, 123, 2 scores for him. Tough day on the ground for the Tide. Daniel Hill led them in rushing with just 34 yards. Tennessee wide receiver Braylon Staley, he led the game in receiving, caught 10 for 92 and a touchdown. And or actually, I should say Jeremy Bernard. That's how bad it was running the ball. The wide receiver Jeremy Bernard, he led the Tide in rushing, 4 for 49, to go with his 5 catches for 60 yards. Defensively, it's 2 guys there. Alabama defensive back Xavier Brown, a massive, absolutely massive momentum shift at halftime. 7 tackles, 3 solos, a 99-yard pick 6 right before half. Changed this entire game. And linebacker Yanze Pierre, 6 tackles, 5 solos, 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. Excellent day for him defensively as well. Alabama minus 8.5, covered easily under 60.5. I know a lot of people were mad at this one as well. Tennessee had an opportunity late in the game. They scored, it got called back, and then the clock ran out, so they did not get a touchdown that would have put this thing over for a lot of people. Another ranked matchup we had, number 13, Notre Dame getting a win over number 20, USC, 34-24. Jaden Mayava, sub 55% completion, 52.4%, but he did well with it, 328, 2 touchdowns, but did throw 2 interceptions, including a red zone interception. And it was wild. The amount of goal-to-go interceptions that we saw this weekend in college football was astounding. I couldn't think of what happened to make these guys throw these red zone interceptions and goal to go. It's absolutely wild just seeing it on the Gamecast and watching all the games. And I have no explanation on why these quarterbacks were throwing these INTs when they were. CJ Carr for Notre Dame, pretty solid, 61.5%, just 136 yards though, touchdown, a pick, a rushing score as well. Bucks cannot get out of their own way, man. A false start, it looks like, or illegal formation, something like to that aspect there, backing them up. Running back Jeremiah Love, he went ballistic in this one. 24 carries, 228 yards, 9.5 yards per carry, a touchdown, 5 catches for 37. So that is 29 touches for 265 total scrimmage yards for Jeremiah Love. There is the long pass play that we wanted there, but couldn't connect with Mike Evans. His teammate Jadarian Price, pretty solid as well, 6.7 yards per carry, did score a rushing touchdown. He also had a 100-yard kick return touchdown that helped um, change the momentum of this game for Notre Dame. USC wide receiver Jacoby Lane, he went wild, 6 for 111 and a touchdown. And it was interesting on the day here. Notre Dame's leading receiver was Jeremiah Love with just 37 receiving yards there. Defensively, not a lot of stats. I'm going to go with the guy at the bottom there, Notre Dame corner Christian Gray, though, 6 tackles, 5 solos, a tackle for loss, pass defense, and a pick. Another big third down here early for Baker Mayfield and this Bucks offense. Need to get a first down to keep the momentum going from that turnover. It's about 3rd and 5, I believe. USC did cover plus 10.5 by the hook. I was lucky enough to get 9.5 for Notre Dame, so I covered by the hook. My friend did not. He also had USC plus 9.5. He lost by the hook. So a lot of close ones there for this game on the spread there. 3rd and 7 here for Baker Mayfield. Goes screen to Rashad White. That's a terrible call. I hate screen calls so much. Jack Campbell make an excellent play. Bucks punting again. I mean, you got to run a regular pass play, man, on a 3rd and 7. If you're 3rd and 15, sure, run it, run a screen. I mean, that's just a stupid. I hate that call. It's a stupid call. I mean, the lineman's never going to get out there to block Campbell. It's not even close. It's just a dumb call for the Bucks. So I don't know. Number 6, Mizzou. They got the win in double overtime, 23-17 over Auburn. Bo Pribula, it was a struggle all day for him. 57.5%, 252, 2 picks, 16 carries, 28 yards, and a rushing touchdown there. Jackson Arnold, 60% for Auburn, 207, a pick, 17 carries, 14 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Jeremiah Cobb, he went over 100 for Auburn, 19 carries, 111 yards. It was a struggle all day for Missouri to run the ball as Ahmad Hardy led them in rushing, but just 2.4 yards per carry. Did score 2 touchdowns, though. Auburn wide receiver Cam Coleman, he went up over 100, 6 for 108. Defensively, a lot of great defensive performances. I'm going to go with Zion Young, though, the defensive end for Missouri. 5 tackles, 3 solos, 2 sacks, 2.5 tackles for loss. He really dialed up the pressure late, and got I know a sack. He got a sack late. I know, but yeah, the Missouri pass rush most of the day was pretty solid. Um, Getting it done there. Mizzou minus 1.5. They covered under 43.5. Big time game in the Big 12 at night. Number 15 BYU staying undefeated. The Cougars beating number 23 Utah 24-21. The quarterback play subpar in this one. Devin Dampier for Utah, 55.6%. Um, 2 touchdowns, a pick, 15 carries, 64 yards. And Bear Bachmeyer, I was surprised. The freshman, wasn't the greatest passing the ball, 59.1%, 166, and a touchdown, but 11 carries, 64 yards, rushing score as well. Really helped out the team in that aspect. Big rushing numbers, though, for the running backs in this one. BYU's LJ Martin, 26 carries, 122, 2 catches for 5 yards there. Daniel Bray, the freshman running back for Utah, 10 carries, 121 and a touchdown. Ryan Davis, Utah wide receiver, he led the game in receiving, caught 7 for 66 and a score. Defensively, let's go with BYU safety Tanner Wall, 10 tackles, 7 solos, tackle for loss, and a pick. Another big gainer for Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's having a hell of a night so far. And of course, can't forget to include safety Faletau Satuala and for BYU and Utah defense tackle Jonah Leah as well. Great games for both of those gentlemen. BYU covered plus 5.5. They win outright under 49.5. The FCS game of the week, I got my lone wolf right. Number 9. North Dakota, wrecking. Number 12, Southern Illinois, 38-19 there. DJ Williams, it was a tough day for him. Passing numbers weren't bad, 63%, 258. Touchdown, did have the interception and a rushing touchdown as well. And it was a very paltry performance passing the ball for UND quarterback Jerry Kaminsky. Just 73 yards, 60%, 9 of 15 there. Did have a touchdown, though. 9 carries, 42 yards, rushing score as well. They got a big-time performance with the ground game. Sawyer Seidel, 14 carries, 108, 3 touchdowns, also caught an 11-yard score as well. 4 scores for Seidel there. Leading the game in receiving was SIU wide receiver Fabian McCray, 6 for 97. And defensively, 2 guys for North Dakota and the Fighting Hawks. Linebacker Michael Devereaux, he had a fumble recovery. And safety Zach Lewis had the interception off of Williams. North Dakota -3. They covered under 59.5. Close one, 57 in that game. To the NFL, London game. It was not much of a game in London this week. The Jags completely getting demolished by the Rams. Matthew Stafford had a hell of a day, 35-7 effort here. Stafford 63.6%, 182, 5 touchdowns, only the second time in his career, 5 touchdowns there. Trevor Lawrence struggled a lot. Pressured most of the day, couldn't find his receivers, couldn't get in sync, drops by his receivers as well. I remember 1 or 2 by Brian Thomas. Parker Washington dropped one that was right in his hands as well. So it's a tough day for T-Law, 47.9%, 296 touchdown, 2 carries for 18 yards. The Jags defense couldn't stop anything for the Rams either, with Devin Lloyd, inactive and injured in this game. Kyron Williams, he led the game in rushing, 12 carries, 54 yards, 2 catches for 11 yards. I hate you, Kyron Williams. Why did you not score a freaking touchdown? I hate you. You should have scored a touchdown. I swear he got in. He got in, I swear to God. The second Devontae Adams touchdown. I swear, Jimmy. Kyron Williams scored a touchdown. They did not even review it. He scored. I'm telling you, he got in.
Maybe.
Yeah, so this game right now, man, it's rough for the Bucs. They're doing a good job defensively, I think, though, getting some stops. Need another stop right here, 3rd and 9. Jared Goff's picking them apart, 7 of 8, 130, a touchdown. My goodness. Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs having great receiving nights already. See what happens here. And nice stop by the Bucs. Okay, Dan's gonna go for it. It's 4th and 2. He'll go for that for sure, I would think. But yeah, rest of this game here. Travis Hunter. How about a breakout performance for Hunter in the loss? 8 catches on 14 targets, 101 yards, and a touchdown. First 100-yard game of his career, I believe. Parker Washington also 10 targets, caught just 4 for 52, though. Like I said, I remember, a drop in this game. And the just weirdos scoring in this game, besides Devontae Adams having 3 touchdowns, and what a stop defensively for the Bucks. Goff overthrowing, I think that was Isaac Tesla, I think it was. I'm not sure, but great stop defensively. Bucks holding up in the low and high red area. Yeah, I think that was Tesla. Yeah, okay. I haven't memorized what his number is yet. 18, can't remember that. But yeah, Devontae Adams, I mean, vintage performance for him. Caught 5 of his 8 targets, 35 yards, 3 touchdowns. But again, the weirdos scoring in this game. Kanata Mumfield scores his first career touchdown on only his second catch, I believe, of his career, because he's an undrafted rookie this year out of Pittsburgh. Terrence Ferguson catching a touchdown on one of his 3 targets, the rookie second rounder out of Oregon. And then, yeah, defensively, I mean, it was a great day for the Rams. I mean, holy crap! Look at all the statistics that the Rams put up. They sacked Trevor Lawrence, I believe, 7 times in this game. So yeah, I don't even know who to pick here. I'm gonna go with safety Quentin Lake. 6 tackles, 4 solos, a sack, tackle for loss, 2 passes defense, then a QB hit. Rams covered -3.5 easily. Under 43.5. Thank the goodness I had the under 46.5. And I thought the Jags were going to score at the end. I was like, dude, you don't do it. Don't do it. Eagles beating your Vikings 28-22 in mini. Yeah, I mean, no run game, no problem for Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts said, I got you, son. 82.6%, 3 tuds. How about the first perfect QB rating this year in the NFL goes to Jalen Hurts? Who would have thunk? So, yeah, Jalen was absolutely balling out. The receivers came to play. Devontae Smith, career high 9 for 183, a touchdown on 11 targets. A.J. Brown over 100 as well. Caught 4 of his 6 targets, 121, 2 scores. They scored all of their touchdowns from distance. And, yeah, it was a fantastic day through the air for the Eagles, which was interesting because I'm not sure if I'm correct here, Jimmy. I thought the run defense was the worst part of the Vikings defensively, statistically anyways.
It definitely was last year. They improved up the middle over the season, but still not a strong suit of the defense.
Got you. First quarter, 7-zip Lions, but again, Bucks holding strong at that 7-point deficit there, getting the ball back again. Yeah, apparently Carson Wentz still loves Philadelphia. You know, he continued to throw to them today as well, yesterday as well. 61.9%, 313, 2 picks, 4 carries for 28 yards. Did throw a pick 6 to Jalix Hunt, who is my defensive player of the game. Ultimately, 1 tackle, a pass defense, 2 QB hits, 42-yard pick 6 for the second-year man out of Houston Christian. Jordan Mason led the game in rushing, 15 for 57 and a score. Addison also over 100, 9 of his 12 targets, 128. JJ had 10 targets as well, just 5 catches on those, though, 79 yards there. What else you got for the Vikes?
I never want to see Carson Wentz on the field again. I mean,
would you rather have Max Brosmer in there?
It's getting to the point. I mean, it'd be more fun, at least. Like watching Carson Wentz screw up is like watching college kids screw up. Watching someone like Brosmer screw up would be like watching a toddler screw up. It'd almost be like kind of cute, kind of funny. But like you look at Carson Wentz, is like, dude, there's no way. Like, how you're an adult, like, figure it out. What was it? 1 for 6 in the red zone for touchdowns. I know the TJ Hawkinson one was kind of iffy on the catch or no catch. But still, like, the dude missed a wide open CJ Ham and instead just threw the ball into the ground and got a intentional grounding. Like,
Mhm.
the dude is allergic to playing smart QB play. It's genuinely shocking just how bad he is as a quarterback. This guy almost won an MVP a decade ago. Like, genuinely cannot throw the football now. Like, not
Yeah,
even KOC is saving this guy. Like, this guy has to go.
yeah. Ever since he tore his knee up, never the same player. I'd be interested to see if that's a catch for Mike Evans here and what this who they're calling, or because they're calling holding and pass interference, I believe, defensively. I don't know if they called it a catch though. Looked like he was kind of bobbling it, so looks like they're taking the penalty on Rock Yassin. Like that's where the Lions are right now. They're starting Rock Yassin out there. They again, I mean that's why I picked the Bucks, right? Like no, none of your starting corners, none of your starting safeties. They're actually down their top 3 safeties, and I believe like their top 4 corners, something like that. Top 3 or 4 is wild. But yeah, Carson Wentz sucks at football. Um, JJ McCarthy should be coming back, hopefully.
Short week.
Eagles covered -2.5, over 44.5, 50 in that one. To a game that did not go over. Panthers 13-6 over the Jets. Still winless. Aaron Glenn's first year. It's rough. Bryce Young is a struggle most of the day for both offenses, but Bryce Young 60%, 138 touchdown, the only touchdown of the game there. 2 carries for 10 yards. Andy Dalton came in once Young went down with ankle injury, 57.1%, 60 yards, pretty solid for Dalton. Yeah, Justin Fields, once again, he started again, but was terrible. 50%, 46 yards, 4 carries, 22 yards. Tyrod Taylor was actually worse than Justin Fields. I mean, he threw for more yards, but he had more attempts. 45.5%, 126. He threw 2 picks, 3 carries for 11 yards. So that's the question, Jimmy. Would you rather have Justin Fields or Carson Wentz?
Justin Fields
or
could make it fun.
or just end it all.
Just tank at that point. Like, if those are your choices, just absolutely tank.
um
Don't even put your punter out there and tell him to just kneel the ball for 3 downs.
at this point, the Jets why not put Adrian freaking Martinez out there? Or I think he's still on the Jets. I can't see a nugget just popped into my head that he is now on the 49ers, but yes, okay. So he is on the 49ers. He was with the Jets. They should get him back though. I think because Adrian Martinez would be an interesting option to look at for sure.
For the Jets, though, it's just at this point, it's lost. You're lining yourself up to, like, the season's lost. You're not, like, you at best, if you want to make the playoffs, lose one more game out the rest of the way. And there's no way you're going to go 9-1.
Right.
You're in line for a first overall pick. There's a couple quarterbacks that you could draft. Just
I don't know about
just
it.
just row the boat at this point and just take a chance at number 1. That's just all I'd say about the situation. If I'm the Jets, I'm like, listen, Justin Fields, he's not a starting quarterback. Andy Dalton's not a starting. No, sorry, not Andy Dalton. Tyrod Taylor's not a starting quarterback. At this point, you just gotta let it go. You got to let the season go. You gotta just throw Justin Fields out there and say, well, we're not going to win, but who cares at this point? We're just going to
Mhm.
try again with another rookie quarterback at the top of the draft and hope it works out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's, I mean, I would just roll with Terod, I mean, they haven't made a decision yet, but it'll be interesting to see if they switch it this week to Terod Taylor, um, or someone else. I don't know who else they have because, like I said, last time I knew Adrian Martinez was the third quarterback. So I have no clue who's on their practice squad and whatnot. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's terrible, and they should start selling off. I mean, Brees Hall's got to go. I mean, that's like one of their best assets that they have to trade away, and they can still get good value even in a devalued running back market. Like Brees Hall's still young, and there's no team control. I believe this is last year of his contract, or maybe there's one more year, which would be even better in a trade negotiation. But I mean, for Brace Hall, I mean, you should be able to get like a fourth or a third round pick for that kind of a guy. He is that good. I think he's right in that second tier of running backs, behind like the guys like Bijan and CMC and that those elite running backs.
Ooh, I found out who their practice squad quarterback is.
Yeah,
Brady Cook.
there you go.
There you go,
Mizzou,
rookie out of Mizzou, man. Brady Cook.
yeah, Mizzou legend. Let him
At
cook.
this point, just give him a shot. Who gives a shit?
Rico Dowdle, timeshare, but he still led the game in rushing. 17 carries, 79 yards, 17-yard catch as well. Brees Hall again struggled. The Panthers, I mean, I don't know what has happened. Like they went from being like the worst run defense, and the last 3 weeks they've just been lights out defensively, run stopping. Like, and it's Derek Brown. Derek Brown has been just eating people up front. Um, I don't know. Did the Bucks just punt or what happened there? I missed what because the Lions got the ball back. Yes, it was a punt, I guess. Um, okay, so they had a penalty that got them. Oh, okay, so they were backed up initially. Okay, so they only got to their own 47-yard line. Got it, but punted down. Lions get the ball back once again. Man, can't get anything offensively for Tampa going right now. Third, second and long here for Lions. Um, Xavier Leggett, how about a breakout game for him? Caught 9 of 11 targets, 92 yards and a score. Tyler Johnson, Jets leading receiver. That's there you go. No Garrett Wilson in this one, so Tyler Johnson was the guy. And a lot of defense. Great defensively. I'm going with the guy I talked about, Derek Brown, just eating up front. 7 tackles, 4 solos, 2 sacks, 3 pass deflections, and 3 QB hits. JB and Sherwood also very good game for the Jets. Panthers plus 1.5. They went outright under 39.5 easily. 19 in that game. False start for the Lions. Back them up. Chiefs just completely demolishing the Raiders. 31-0. If anyone in their right mind thought the Raiders were going to win this game, I checking you into an insane asylum right now. Because my preseason MVP is looking like it right now. They are absolutely rolling offensively, the Kansas City Chiefs. And look, I hate the Chiefs just as much as another guy. But what I don't hate is being right. And Patrick Mahomes is playing back at the level that we saw him previously, getting to and winning Super Bowls. 74.3%, 286, 3 tuds, 4 carries for 28 yards. Just completely rolling right now, and helped to get their best receiver back, and Rashee Rice, who had 2 touchdowns on the day. Big targets, 10, caught 7 for 42 and 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith, was Geno Smith, 62.5%, 67 yards. The Raiders had 30. It was not good. I think offensive plays or something like that in this game is just horrendous. Dude, the Bucks up front, they are playing ridiculous football after that opening drive. I mean, Servassier, Dennis, sack, Lions punting again.
Yeah, they've settled
My
in, man.
goodness.
These Bucks, man, they may actually be Super Bowl contenders. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, like, what the hell? I had the over, Jimmy. Like,
Sorry.
this game was supposed to be just rolling right down the field for both these teams because secondaries are banged up for both squads, but the front sevens have come to play.
Mhm.
Wild. Yeah, Kenny Pickett got into this game, completed both of his passes, 8 yards, and of course he fumbled. Isaiah Pacheco, he led the game in rushing, 15 carries, 57 yards, just 3.8 yards per touchdown, 1 catch for -3 yards. Ashton Genty, I mean, the Raiders couldn't run the ball. 3.5 yards per carry. They only ran him 6 times. That's because they got down so quickly. So yeah, it was tough for Ashton Genty fantasy owners. Travis Kelce, he led the game in receiving in this one, caught all 3 of his targets, 54 yards. Defensively, I want to go with one of the guys at the bottom, but I have to go with the top 2 guys for the Raiders. They were on the field for so long, but Elandon Roberts and Devin White, I mean, 18 tackles for Roberts, 7 of them solos, tackle for loss. White had 16 tackles, 6 of them solos, tackle for loss, QB hit. Gotta go with those guys. Chiefs covered easily, -13.5, under 45.5. Browns, how about the Brownies? Demolishing the Dolphins, 31-6. And I thought, man, I thought this was the last straw for Stephen Ross. I thought we were gonna see Mike McDaniel gone today. I really did. Dolphins said they're not gonna do it. They're waiting another week, so sure. But I don't think it's gonna get better for Miami, unfortunately. Team I kind of liked as a dark horse coming in this year. Didn't see the defense being like this bad. I thought the front 7 would hold up to kind of cover up some very poor players on the back end. They have great safeties in Micah Fitzpatrick, but 0 corner play, and they can't stop the run either. So that's a big issue as well. And doesn't help when your quarterback's throwing 3 interceptions. So, and I've been a big Tua guy his entire career, and unfortunately, it looks like the Dolphins are going to be right in the contention with their AFC East rival, the Jets, looking at QBs at the top of the draft next year. But the Browns, on the other hand, I'm not saying they have their quarterback, okay. Dylan Gabriel was very efficient, 72.2%, 116, 4 carries, 12 yards. It was a slot fest in Cleveland in this game. I mean, it was raining the whole game. And that's why Quinshon Judkins had a great day, 25 carries, 84 yards, sub 4 yards per carry. So the Dolphins actually did pretty solid in that regard, keeping him, limiting him, because I thought Judkins was going to go wild. I thought he was going to run for 100 plus in this game at least. But he did score 3 touchdowns. They got set up on short fields, all day. So, like I said, Tua struggled, 52.2%, 100. Oh my, that's a pass interference. How is that not? I mean, I know the ball was kind of tall, but I mean, he hit Mike Evans before the ball got there. Just saying. I don't know. To 3 picks, though. Quinn Ewers played in this one, 62.5%, 53 yards. Leading the game in receiving. How about D. Eskridge? Caught 2 for 45 for the Dolphins, both of his targets, and did fumble, though. And defensively, it's got to score a touchdown. How about new Browns corner Tyson Campbell? 2 tackles, a solo, 2 pass defense, 34-yard pick 6. Great game for him. Browns look good. This rookie class is hitting on all cylinders for Cleveland, despite 2-5. Browns -2.5 covered, over 35.5. Patriots rolling over the Titans. Mike Vrabel's return to Nashville, 31-13. Cam Ward, I mean, statistically, he was actually pretty good. 73.5%, 255, touchdown, pick, and a fumble. Those turnovers continue, though. Can't have that. Drake May, though, I mean, he was phenomenal. 91.3%. 222, 2 touchdowns, 8 carries, 62 yards. I mean, it does not get much better than that. And I cannot for the life of me understand why he did not, like Jalen Hurts, get a perfect passer rating. How? For the life of you, do you not get a perfect passer rating with missing 2 throws? And he ran for 62 yards. I don't know. Josh Dobbs completed his only pass for 12 yards when Drake May got dinged up early in this one. Ramondre Stevenson, he led the game in rushing, 18 carries, 88 yards, touchdown, 2 catches for 0 yards there. Titans really didn't have a run game most of the day, 22 yards there. Their leading rusher and Tajay Spears. Leading the game in receiving. How about rookie 4th rounder Shamir DK? 4 for 70 and a touchdown on all 4 of his targets. Defensively, big time game for Patriots linebacker Kaylavon Chason. 3 tackles, 2 solos, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 2 QB hits, and a 4-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Patriots, I'm still mad. Okay. 2 weeks in a row, I've been mad at the Patriots, despite them winning, okay? Hunter Henry 2 weeks ago, they didn't throw him a touchdown. This week, okay, I thought they were going to absolutely smash the Titans, which they kind of did. I needed more, though. I needed 40, and they did not get that for me. Patriots minus 6.5. They did get that for me, though. They covered over 41.5, 44 in that one. Bears 26-14 over the Saints. And how about, Jimmy, if the Lions lose tonight, the Chicago Bears will be in second place by a half a game in the NFC North.
I'd pay to see that.
I would too. I'd love a Lions loss right now. That'd be great. We need to see it. We need to speak it into existence. Mike Evans, you got to catch the ball, son. Oh, 1 foot. That's it. Damn. Too high of a pass by Baker. But Mike can come down with that. I mean, he's good enough to do that. He just never got his right foot down. The Bears, though, Spencer Rattler, he was pretty good in this game, but he turned it over 4 times. 62.5%, 233, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, and the Bucs are punting again. Man, that's rough. 2 carries, 12 yards, and a fumble. Caleb Williams, I mean, it was a rough day for him. 57.7%, 172 a pick. He got a lot of help on the ground game, though. Bears ran for over 200 yards in this game. DeAndre Swift, excellent performance. Since the bye, DeAndre Swift's been over 120 yards both games. 19 carries, 124, touchdown, 14-yard reception. Saints couldn't run the ball at all. Alvin Kamara just 2.5 yards per carry there. Chris Olave had a great day, though. 5 catches on 7 targets, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. A lot of defensive performances here, specifically for Chicago. I am going to go with, though, let's just go to the top tackler there. Linebacker, or the second the most tackles. Linebacker Jermaine Edmonds, 9 tackles, 6 holes, sack, tackle for loss, pass defense, QB hit, and a pick. Bears minus 3.5. They covered under 43.5. 40 points. Colts. The Colts had the best record in the NFL. 6-1. My goodness. 38-24 romp over the Chargers. And Justin Herbert, I mean, balled out and lost 67.3%, 423 tuds, but he did throw 2 interceptions, 6 carries, 31 yards as well. Daniel Jones continues to be outstanding for Indianapolis, 67.6%, 288, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor's phenomenal as well, just short of 116 carries, 94 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 catches, 38 yards. How about the rookie? 200-yard performers in this one for the Chargers. The rookie tight end Aronde Gadsden, 7 catches on 9 targets, 164 and a touchdown. Keenan Allen, the veteran, caught 11 of 14 targets, 119 a touchdown. You also had double-digit targets for another Charger, Ladd McConkey, caught 9 of 15 for 67. Alec Pierce got double-digit targets. He led the Colts in receiving, caught 5 of 10 for 98 yards there. Defensively, how about the game for Colts defense tackle DeForest Buckner? 5 tackles, 4 solos, 2 sacks, 2 tackles lost, and 4 QB hits. Latu also 4 hits on Herbert in this game. Colts rolling right now, plus 2.5. They went outright. They were underdogs in this game for some reason. I don't know. Over 48.5 easily. That's 62. Bo knows, baby. Bo freaking knows. This was, I was going ecstatic in this game, okay? I was down in the dumps. We're going into the fourth quarter. It's 19-0. And I'm like, dude, what are the Broncos doing? What are we doing, man? 7-point favorites in this game, 7.5. And then Bo happened. They got a touchdown. They made it 19-8. And it was like, okay, it's still 11-point game, And then the most pivotal play of the game happened. Jackson Dart threw an interception that allowed the Broncos to come back. That's what fueled it all. Justin Sternad picking off Jackson Dart. That is what fueled the comeback here. And Jackson Dart, he struggled a lot of the day, especially late in the game. 45.5%, 283, 3 touchdowns, a pick, 5 carries, 11 yards, and a rushing touchdown. But Bo Nix was phenomenal. Again, struggled for 3 quarters, 54%, 279, 2 touchdowns, 5 carries, 48 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns as well. Oh man, do they call that face mask on the Bucks? I hope not. They called blocking the back on Cleef Raymond instead. Love to see that. We love to see that. J.K. Dobbins, he led the game in rushing, 14 for 81, 1 reception for -1 yard. Cam Scatterboo had a receiving touchdown in this one. Giants wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson, he led the game in receiving, caught 6 of his 12 targets, 95 yards. And why did he have to catch one more? Like, I had us under 5.5. Why did he have to catch one more? Didn't end up mattering.
He just had to. He knew about your bet.
It didn't end up mattering. Like, they lost anyways. So, just saying. This is bad defense by the Broncos. 4th and 19. They let it up. Broncos wide receiver Cortland Sutton also double-digit targets, caught 6 of his 10 for 87. 10 targets for Troy Franklin as well. Only caught 3, though, for 19 and a touchdown. Yes, Danny, I know. We're not there yet. 1st and 17 for the Lions as they are backed up. A lot of defense in this offensive game. I'm going to go with Giants. Linebacker Brian Burns. 4 tackles, all of them solos, 2 sacks, 3 tackles lost, pass defense, 2 QB hits. Justin Cernad, of course, is the actual defense player of the game. Oh. Giants plus 7.5. They covered over 40.5. Easily. 65. Packers, also a comeback. 27-23 over the Cardinals. The Packers, they would qualify as the second best record in the NFL at 4-1-1. Jacoby Brissett, you got to be impressed with this guy. 2 games, they've lost them, right? But they've been there. And again, against the top 2 teams record-wise in the NFL, right? They lost by 1 score to both. 69.4% for Brissett, 279, 2 touchdowns, 6 carries for 26 yards. Did have the fumble there. Jordan Love, it was an up and down day for him. 65.5%, 179, touchdown, 4 carries, 22 yards. Bam Knight led the game in rushing here for Arizona. 14 carries, 57 yards, 3 catches for 7. Josh Jacobs, 3rd straight game, double touchdowns for him. He's just a touchdown machine. Again, the red zone, Josh Jacobs scores. Trey McBride also been a touchdown machine. He was in this one. Caught 10 of his 13 targets, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns, led the game in receiving. Tucker Kraft also double-digit targets, caught 5 of his 10 for 58 in the score. Defensively, I mean, this was Michael Parsons' game. This is the game the Packers fans have been waiting for. 5 tackles, 4 solos, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, 5 QB hits. And he ended the game. He sacked Jacoby Brissett to end the game. So, yeah, I mean, looking like it's worth it so far for Green Bay, I'd say. Cards plus 6.5. They covered over 44.5. 50 in that one. Also over in this one, Cowboys just spanking the Commanders 44-22. Number 1 offense in the league. Dak Prescott leading them, and he played well again. 70%, 264, 3 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels struggled most of the day, 54.5%, 156 touchdown, 8 carries, 35 yards, a rushing touchdown, and a fumble. Got injured in this one. Marcus Mariota, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen Marcus Mariota play this bad. Like, he was terrible. 4 of 10, 63 yards, a ridiculous, a horrendous throw to the flat late that Deron Bland picked off, went for 6. 2 carries for 34 yards as well. Javonte Williams, he was up over 100 in this one. 19 carries, 116, a touchdown, and a 2-yard reception as well. You don't see the any running backs other than Chris Rodriguez because he scored for Washington, but Marcus Mariota or Jane Daniels led them in rushing, by the way. CeeDee Lamb, what a comeback. What a game for his comeback. 5 of 8 targets he caught for 110 and a score. And a lot of defense in this one. I'm going with Deron Bland because he had a touchdown, 7 tackles, 5 solos, pass defense, 60-yard pick 6. Deron Payne, though, had a great day as well. He had a safety early on for Washington. Another big third down here. Can the Bucs get off the field once again? This is wild. This is 7-point game. 7 is all we have. Bucs brought double safety blitz, and they got off the field again, incomplete. My goodness.
Wow.
The Bulls defense standing up. Oh, no. What's the flag? Holding. Oh, man, it's holding defense. Oh, that is rough. Illegal hands.
Their chance.
Oh, illegal hands to the face defense. Damn. Or illegal contact. Jamel Dean. Hey, man. That's tough. I mean, come on. Amon-Ra ran him over. Like, what are you supposed to do? Not stand there? Like,
there's already been 4 penalties per team in this game.
That's not his fault,
That's
though.
rough.
Like, the receiver ran right into him. Like, what are you supposed to do? Move out of the way? Let him go by? And, of course, there goes Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, that's stupid. That's just dumb, man. That should not have been a penalty. I mean, that's stupid. Touchdown Lions, about to go up 14-0. 78 yards from Jahmyr Gibbs. That's stupid. Cowboys, though, minus 2.5. They covered easily. Over 54.5, 66 in that one. Sunday Night Football, Niners get the 5-2, 20-10 over the Falcons. Michael Penix struggled. 55.3%, 241 touchdown, a fumble. Mac Jones, not a lot of passing in this one for San Fran. 65.4%, 152, a pick, 5 carries, 11 yards. It was a CMC show. 201 total scrimmage yards, 24 carries, 129, 2 touchdowns, 7 catches on 8 targets, 72 yards. And dang, CMC, I needed you to score 1 more touchdown. I would have beat Tommy in our Moles League. Man, that sucks. I had lost by 4. He put up 39 points in Tennessee. I needed him to put up 43.
Just a little more.
Yeah. Well, if he would have caught his 8th target, maybe he would have got there. I don't know. Bijan, how about struggle after a 170-yard rushing performance last week? Just 40 yards on the ground, 2.9 yards per. Did end up with 92 total scrimmage yards, and he did score a touchdown. So there's that. Darnell Mooney led the game in receiving, caught 3 of his 5 targets, 68 yards. Double-digit targets here for his 2 teammates. Kyle Pitts caught 7 of 10 for 62. Drake London, 4 of 10 for 42. And CMC was leading receiver for San Fran. No catches for George Kittle and his 2 targets in his first game back, mostly a blocker in this game. However, I will caution everyone, start George Kittle next week in fantasy. Start him. It's National Tight Ends Day next week. Defensively, I'm going to go with San Fran, Bryce Huff. Excellent game for him. 5 tackles, 2 solos, sack, tackle for loss, 2 QB hits. Niners plus 1.5. They went outright under 46.5. 30 in that one. We do have breaking news. For the Philadelphia Eagles, Brandon Graham is back, people. 16th season. The Eagles needed pass rush depth and help. So he is returning to Philadelphia, finalizing a deal, coming back for another season in Philly. Super excited to have Brandon Graham back out on the field for the Eagles. And he should play. He should play this week. They said he could be ready by this week, so he should be out there. And I mean, I think he'll be a big uptick as well, because we saw in the Super Bowl and like most of last year, he wasn't a full-time player. Like, he is a pass rush specialist at this point in his career, and he is very effective in doing it. So excited for him. College football news. 2 more head coaches fired this week. Florida has fired head coach Billy Napier, just 22 and 23 and 3+ seasons there in Gainesville, 12 and 16 in the SEC. Highest finish was tied for 4th when they had the divisions in the SEC. Now they don't, but when they had the divisions, he tied for 4th, 22 and 23. 1-1 in bowls. Most wins was 8 just last season. But yeah, it's interesting, right? I thought that maybe another team in Florida would also be open right now. Florida State just lost to Stanford. I thought that Mike Norvell might be gone, and how crazy would that have been if the unrelated Norvells, I believe they're cousins, but if they both got fired on the same day, that would have been rough for that family. Mike Evans, you got to catch the ball, son. I mean, that was a perfect throw for Baker Mayfield. I don't know. And Mike Evans is hurt again, so that's cool. Just the Bucks just self-imploding, which is phenomenal. Anyways, yeah, Billy Napier gone, and this is an interesting one for James Franklin. I mean, there are going to be big-time jobs available, and James Franklin is going to be the number 1 head coaching candidate. And I think some of these programs that have not had success with their head coaches after a couple years right now, they're looking at it and they're like, well, I don't know. I think we would take Penn State's track record, despite not winning a championship and despite not being able to win the big games. It's the Steelers, Mike Tomlin conundrum, right? It's the same thing. James Franklin in college. Would you rather have a decade plus of 8, 9, 10 win seasons, consistently getting the New Year's 6 bowls or upper echelon non-New Year's 6 bowls and not win a championship? Or would you want to win 1 championship and have the rest of your decade not be that great? It's a conundrum.
Win 1 championship. As coming from a guy who's, I guess this is coming from like a Minnesota Viking fan standpoint, like give me, as a guy that is experienced in franchise, that is the definition of option number 1 throughout its entire existence. Give me a fucking championship and let me walk away. Like, holy shit! Like, just.
Well,
that's just me. Yeah, but I mean, at least I'd be alive for it.
Yeah. Super Bowl 3, long live.
Well, like you said like, oh, you win a championship once a decade, or you're always competing every year for a decade. I'm like, well, give me once a decade, and I can just check out for the rest of the decade.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and you can't say anything about college because Ohio State's going to win back to back this year anyway. So yeah,
You never know.
they are the
Indiana
most
looks solid.
they're the most dominant team. I mean, um, Colorado State also has an opening. They fired head coach Jay Norvell, 18-26 in 3+ seasons, just 13-13 in Mountain West play. Highest finish was tied for second. That was last year. Surprise run last year for Colorado State. 0-1 in his only bowl game. Most wins, just like Billy Napier, 8, which was last season. And I mean, this Bucks offense, I don't what are we doing? Like, Emeka Egbuka's playing, right? Well, he was active. Is he not playing? I mean, because I don't know what this Bucks offense is doing. They're making the Lions look like the freaking '85 Bears. There's Emeka Egbuka right there. That's a hold. I mean, come on, ref. NFL news. PUP return. Texans getting back defensive end Danico Autry. I think he's playing tonight. IR return. The Cowboys activating the practice window for linebacker DeMarvion Overshown. So big time linebacker coming back for them. IR Colts placing corner Shavarius Ward Sr. on IR with the concussion he suffered in the pregame collision last weekend. Injuries. A lot of quarterbacks talk right now. Cardinals. QB Kyler Murray foot sprain expected to return next week. 2 weeks after the bye this week. November 3rd at the Cowboys. Panthers, QB Bryce Young, high ankle sprain, likely out this week. Andy Dalton to start. Saints, big time loss up front. Center Eric McCoy, he is out for the year, torn biceps. For the Raiders, they're getting back some playmakers after the bye. Wide receiver Jacoby Myers, tight end Brock Bowers expected to return November 2nd against the Jags. Dolphins, good news for them. Tight end Darren Waller, just a pec strain, so not a tear, week to week for him. Sucks for me. He's my comeback player of the year. I bet live. Chiefs, bad news for them. Rookie defense tackle, second rounder, Omar Norman Lott. He tore his ACL. He is done for the year. Commanders, big news there. QB Jaden Daniels, hamstring injury. Not a serious one there, though. Still not sure what his status is going to be for Monday Night Football this week. Bad news, though, defensively, that's a offensive pass interference all day. I mean, how was that not offensive pass interference by Jamison Williams? I mean, clearly he pushed off. Is that what they're going to call it? They better call it. I mean, that's just horrendous. Or they call something else, holding offense. I don't know. There's a flag. Waiting to see what it is. But Commanders, bad news defensively. Defensive end Dorrance Armstrong, he is done for the year. He has a knee injury. Okay, there we go. Pass interference on Jamison Williams. There you go. And the Falcons, interesting one. I didn't even really notice Penix getting injured, but Michael Penix Jr., he has a bone bruise on his foot in his day-to-day. Ins and outs for this game.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I was going to say, explains why he wasn't super mobile in the game against the 49ers.
Right. For this game here, Mike Evans just got injured again, but he was playing off his hamstring injury. Emeka Egbuka, hamstring. He also is active and playing. Both were listed as questionable. Bucks without wide receiver Chris Godwin Jr. with a fibula injury, running back Bucky Irving foot and shoulder injuries, and linebacker Levante David knee and rib injury. He was questionable, but I think he's playing. For the Lions, they are without safety Kirby Joseph, knee injury, safety Avante Maddox, hamstring, corner Tyrion Arnold with a shoulder. They're all out. Left tackle Taylor Decker with a, my goodness, 0-18 from 3rd and 10 plus for the Lions this year. Gosh, watch they get one now. Left tackle Taylor Decker, shoulder injury. Defense tackle DJ Reader, back injury. They were both questionable coming in, and they did get back defense tackle Aleem McNeil. He was coming off a knee injury. Oh, man, that was almost a big-time play for the Bucks. Jared Goff in the end zone got it tipped, and I thought it might have been a intentional grounding or pick. Yeah, this was an excellent play. Oh yeah. Oh man, big boy, so close catching it. And for the late game here, Texans going to be without wide receiver Christian Kirk. Seahawks linebacker Derek Hall is out. Off tackle Josh Jones, corner Devon Witherspoon, safety Julian Love. They are all questionable. One release today, the Titans. They were asked by wide receiver Tyler Lockett for his release, and they granted it, so he was released today. Bryce Huff for the 49ers, hamstring injury. He is long out more than 2 weeks. So that's tough there for San Francisco. See if anything else is on the Twitter here. Nope, not seeing anything else. Okay. Pick standings here. Yep. You and I at the top still. 10-6. Oh my goodness. Sterling Shepard just fumbled the freaking football. What a dumbass, dude. I mean, this is terrible football to watch. Absolutely just horrendous. I mean, the Bucks can't do anything offensively. Now they're turning the ball over. Sterling Shepard sucks. Bench his ass. Yeah, we're still up on John, Danny, and Logan by 2. It was not a good week last week for all of us. You, Logan, and I were the only ones that got wins. We got the Bears right. The late game on Monday Night Football doubleheader last week. Everyone got the Bills wrong. Everyone got the Steelers wrong on Thursday. So, like I told John, he should be fearful for our picks tonight because the last 4 times we've all picked the same team, we've lost. The Rams Thursday Night Football in week 5, the Eagles Thursday Night Football in week 6, the Bills Monday Night Football in week 6, and the Steelers Thursday Night Football week 7. This game, you and John are winning. Congrats. I hate the Lions so much. So freaking much. The Lions can screw off.
Hey, Mariners are winning.
That's bad too. That's bad too. We don't want them to win.
Sucks for you.
We don't want them to win.
Yeah, I do. Go Mariners.
No, we don't.
Yeah, come on. For John.
No, we don't. I don't care.
I'm actually rooting for the Mariners.
Anyways.
John, you hear that? He doesn't care. Big friend.
This game is absolutely terrible. I mean, we have 2 touchdowns. It's 14-0 Lions. The Bucks were 6.5 point underdogs, and I thought the Bucks would play a lot better. Surprisingly, their defense has played very good. The offense has let me down a lot, and Baker Mayfield, figure your shit out, son, because you're the guy that needs to do it. He's the guy that's been leading Tampa all year. Regardless of injuries, they have always had Baker, and he is not playing. He's not stepping up right now. So he needs to make Baker-like plays. Looks like Mike Evans caught the concussion, carted the locker room concussion and a shoulder injury. So fantastic. First game back. Like, that sucks, dude. That's so bad. Total's 53.5. Well, the over's not hitting, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in a game that was supposed to be a shootout in Detroit. Just dumb. 7 p.m. ABC. It's on ABC and ESPN right now, I guess. This is why John should be scared. The Seahawks and the Mariners are not going to win on the same night, John. I'm telling you that right now. And the Seahawks better be the team to win. Texans,
John, I believe in the Seattle sweep, baby.
I do not. Texans at the Seahawks. 3.5 for Seattle. This was close. I think that the Texans defensively, they're going to have an advantage up front. Seattle offensive line has played okay, but they haven't seen really a defensive line like the Texans. Like Will Anderson has been on fire. They have Danielle Hunter as well. They're getting Danico Autry back. So I don't know. I think it's gonna. I think Danico Autry also is going to help that run defense that has been kind of spotty for Houston. So I think Mike Evans officially ruled out already. But I think that this one's going to be closer than people think. I think Texans are actually going to have a pretty good shot. And Devon Witherspoon banged up. I think he's playing, but we are 5 minutes away from inactives coming out for that game. So we'll see. He should be playing, though. I believe he is listed as questionable. So they can get him back. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I think it's going to be closer than people think. Total's 41.5. I'm going to go with the under. Did the under hit in the last Texans game? Because if it did, then this team is has hit unders in all their games so far this year. Great play. Thank you, Jameson Williams, for dropping the ball. Okay, so the under did not hit last game because that was their demolishing of Baltimore. So, but still, when they play a regular team that has their right players, the unders have historically hit. They're 4-1 in the unders. So I like the under in this game. 41.5. 10 p.m. on ESPN. Jimmy, I'll be watching. 1 a.m. Eastern, probably.
Watching the kick.
1 a.m. Eastern, probably the end of the game, like it was a couple weeks ago when we had that other late start on ESPN. Yeah, fantastic. Jake Bates about to kick a field goal, trying to get the line. Oh, did Jake Bates just miss field goal? Did Jake Bates miss a field goal? We got momentum here, Tampa.
Jake Bates missed field goal.
We got momentum. Oh, yeah, he missed a field goal wide left. Jake Bates never missed a field goal. This is the time. This is the time to go, Baker. And the thing is, right, the Bucs have to – they can double here. They can tie this game in the second half right away. They go down, they score a touchdown. I mean, Baker Mayfield has 25 freaking passing yards, 7 of 13. They got to get something going. And I think they got to start by Cade Otton. Get Cade Otton going in the middle of the field. There he is, right there. He threw a crappy ball, but luckily Cade Otton caught it one-handed. They're going to call it a freaking interception. No way. Tie goes to the receiver. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they gave it to Cade Otton, yeah. Oh my gosh, they're stopping it. I don't know.
Still looking at it.
That's stupid. The tie goes to the receiver. I mean, I don't know. Thursday. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it, Jimmy. Let's get it. Yeah. Look, I'm rolling with the Vikes. And if history continues, I will lose. Okay. Why? Because no one has hit a lone wolf in the Monday-Thursday picks. We are 0 for 3. John lost the Bears against the Vikings week 2. Logan lost the Texans against the Bucks in week 2 on Monday night. Or Bears losing to the Vikings in week 1, I should say, Monday Night Football. And then Danny lost the Cardinals against the Seahawks week 4 Thursday night. We haven't had a lone wolf pick since. I'll tell you why the Vikings are going to win on Thursday, Jimmy. Because the Chargers don't have an offensive line. Okay? They're going to score a defensive touchdown. I know the crazy receivers for LA is wild. But look, the Colts got all after Justin Herbert. They hit him a lot. They sacked him as well. Oh my gosh, they just gave the freaking ball to the Lions. That's stupid. That's another dumb call, bro. Like this officiating, like how much the Lions pay the refs tonight. Like it's horrendous. And the officiating has been terrible calls all night. The one good call they called was the Lions pass interference on Jameson Williams. I mean, this is ridiculous. But I mean, that's on Baker though. Like it was not a good throw at all. He threw it way out in front of Cade Otton, and I don't know. It's just stupid. It's stupid play calling. Big time here. So inactives coming out for the Seahawks game. Devon Witherspoon, Julian Love, both inactive. Nico Collins, you're up, bud. So yeah, Nico should have a good day, I think. Just saying. So Seahawks, you better. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, go Vikes Thursday. I think the pass rush gets home. When is Gink coming back?
I think he was a full practice this last week. So I think he might be coming back this week.
Even better.
Thursday. I don't know. It is a short week.
But that pass rush, though, I think is going to be the difference in this game. Although Khalil Mack played very well in his first game back against the Colts, did have a sack. Can the Vikings protect against the Chargers defensive line? I think so. So it's just Carson Wentz got to throw the ball to his own colored shirts, not the other ones. Carson, just throw it to your color team, okay? I would expect the Vikings are wearing white. Not totally sure on the uniform situation in this game, but I would expect being the away team, they would wear white. But yeah, I believe enough in Carson Wentz. Run the ball with Jordan Mason. We saw Jonathan Taylor put up 94 yards on this Chargers defense last week. Run the ball with Jordan Mason. You got to get the running game going, and I think they should be able to win this game in a squeaker. Will Reichard walks it off at the buzzer.
Will Reichard, my glorious king. Will the thrill. 5 for 5 last week. The best Viking on the field against the Eagles. Absolute dog.
Totals 44.5 here. It's a Thursday, so I'm going to go with the under 44.5. 8:15 Prime Video. Next week, week 8, Capper. Washington at the Chiefs. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be another bloodbath for Kansas City. It's at home. Commanders likely not to have Jaden Daniels, I would think. And if Mariota plays anywhere near what he did against the Cowboys, I mean, Chiefs 31-0 against the Raiders is probably going to be close to that score again. I mean, the Commanders, they don't have a pass rush. Dorrance Armstrong is gone. I mean, he was their best pass rusher pretty much. I don't know where Dan Quinn goes with this defense. So, oh my gosh, Jared Goff just got wrecked by Tyke Smith off the edge. But yeah, I expect the Chiefs to win that one Monday night. And Thursday night is a very intriguing. I mean, this one I thought would be over, right? And it's 14 points right now. The Thursday night next week, week 9 opener, Ravens, Dolphins. I mean, those two teams have been complete trash defensively. So Dolphins, I mean, offensively, Tua has been struggling, but the Ravens are getting healthy. They're getting Lamar back this week, and Roquan Smith. So we'll see how they look in week 8. But week 9, I mean, they should absolutely dismantle the Dolphins in Miami. I mean, I don't see how anything else doesn't happen, especially Derrick Henry with how bad the Dolphins' run defense is as well. So, yeah. Oh, picked Bucks. Let's go. We got 20 seconds here for Tampa. Try to get in field goal range. Get something before halftime. Anyways, that's the show. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media at FAA Podcast, Instagram and XFA_bets on X as well. FAApodcast.com is our website. Check us out here on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. And we will see y'all back for Football Friday.